He has blood cancer.
So, what did you find out about your old liver once on the pathology on that?
Okay, so it was more than 6 pounds, which is a lot. So about 4 of those pounds that I lost were my liver. And the pathology came back that the 2 tumors that we were really watching, the nucleus was dead, which is a good sign. That means the taste worked. And that there was no other cancer in my liver. So I don't have like cancer cells floating around. That was a big concern of mine, is that now I'm taking all these immunosuppressants, and what if cancer cells were still in there? And all my labs, like I think they're called AFPs or whatever, a bunch of cancer tumor markers, they're all back to normal for my labs. So that's really good. So I don't have that fear of it metastasizing. It's like a word I never want to use again, metastasize. Ugh. So, but I still will go every 3 months to make sure that nothing is going on and do my full body screens for the first year. So, and I always have to go to a dermatologist and be screened. Really put these glasses on and get right next to my body, you know, make sure none of my skin looks funny. And I have to keep up with like my women every year and make sure that nothing ever shows up, because all those cancers that you hear about a lot more frequently, I have to be screened for.
Well, have you posted on your Facebook page the before and after shots of your old liver and your new one? You had them take pictures?
No, I have not. I'm really
I mean, you might tell people about that.
So I asked my doctor to take pictures of my old and new liver, and he took them. First he was kind of leery, but he did take them, and so I have them, but it's really ugly and black and
Does
gross.
it even look like an organ?
it's
I mean,
just the
compared to the
It
new one?
doesn't. Yeah, so we're looking at the old. We think it's just the old liver. That's the doctor thought, because we gave him one of those disposable cameras, and I think the
It's
first
just pretty
picture.
big.
But I did get to see him bring in my liver in the little
In the cooler?
in the cooler. It was a turquoise blue cooler. So that was
Well,
really cool.
So, Paul, so how has all this been affecting you?
Well, you know, I think I saw a different side of Katrina, that she is less independent than she probably used to be. You know, she's kind of shows that she's more needy at times, you know, which is good. I've seen her really kind of show how precious life is, and this whole process has been like very miraculous for me to see. Before the whole, you know, transplant process, surgery, and now the you know, the post, everything happening afterwards, and it's been very miraculous. And I've just seen kind of seen different emotions from her, which we haven't seen since the twins, and so it's been good.
Do you
It's
feel
been a big process.
that you could really be a support to someone else going through it, that you as the bystander, sometimes that's almost as hard as the person going through it, that now you have an opportunity with other people that, you know, may go through this?
Yeah, I mean, like anything you go through, you have a understanding that others may not have of the process. You know, just like someone else who lost their babies, you know, I could talk with them, the same thing, someone who's had cancer or needing a transplant, you know, if they're a spouse or a family member, I think that's something I have a understanding on. Yeah, it's just, you think this is something that will never happen, and it does, and it's still, you know, seems kind of surreal, but it did happen, and here she is, and she's feels better than she has probably in 10 years, and every day is a better day, you know.
So here's the real question. Could you be as strong as she was through all this?
I do not like hospitals if I'm the patient. I really like them at all, but she's, you know, she did probably better than what I would do. You know,
Your answer.
I don't even like going to the doctor, to be honest. So, as most men probably would tell you. So, but she's very strong, and she did great. She went to all of her appointments, took all of her medicine, everything they'd asked her to do, she's done, and you know, I forget to take my blood pressure medicine sometimes, and
Yeah, we
so
said on TV.
you know, sometimes, but she's been a trooper. She's done everything that he's asked her to do, so I'm very proud of Katrina.
Well, I think y'all have probably been through enough, you know, to be able to help other people now. Maybe this ought to be it for a while, do you think?
So I told God, I think I'm done for a little bit. Someone else can deal with some stuff. I have to say something about him saying my independence. I think that's maybe I think that's maybe even why I went through all this, is that I love to help people. Like, there's a feeling you get, it's almost selfish, like when you help someone you feel so good, and I love to help people. Well, for a long time I just refused to let people help me because I was independent and I'm tough and I'm strong, and I think that's what most, like, God showed me the most, is that he didn't create us to be independent and alone, and that I have to let people help me, and if they get blessed by it, then that's even better. And so independence isn't something to be so proud about.
Is there anything else we haven't covered? Do you need to tell the people that?
I'm just very thankful and grateful for all the prayers. I think we pray all the time and we don't really expect an answer, maybe, and we never go back and say, oh wow, that prayer was answered. So now I think if someone wants to think about a prayer that was answered, that they can just think about me, that it really was answered, and God still does answer prayers, even though sometimes we say them and forget about them. Don't forget about this one. I'm never going to forget about it.
Well, I don't know if people can tell in video as much as you can in real life how awesome you look. You just look more beautiful than you have. And you've always been pretty, but you're especially pretty right now. And
Thank you.
everybody's very grateful that you're here and it's all successful. It's all good.
Yeah, I'm here to stay, so better be prepared.
Watch out, world.
That's right.